Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Susan, and this is Rooted Word. So today I just wanted to come in and talk about two sisters. And I love the Bible. I think it is the best illustration and guide of life. It gives us a preview, a foreview, and a real view. and history, and sometimes we repeat history. My goodness. Anywho, I wanted to talk about these two sisters, and I love the dynamics about these two sisters, Martha and Mary, and I've learned something from both of them, but I want to focus on Martha because Martha is like Eve. Sometimes we give Eve a really hard time, but anywho, every time people talk about Martha and Mary, everybody's just rolling their eyes about Martha. But the truth is, we are so much like Martha, I think. If we're just going to be honest and come out and say, if you look at the two characters, the two sisters, we have a lot of Martha in us. Well, let me just confess for myself. I have a lot of Martha in me. So here's Jesus. He's going into their home. They seem to be aware that he's coming. Just like you, if you are aware you're having guests, you'll be getting ready. And you know how we women, we do, yeah? We want the flowers. We want the table set. Those dishes, those very nice dishes. We there are some dishes. Those are the dishes you want, to be spread out. You have the fruits, you have the flowers, you have the food, you have the perfume or the candles and everything. And here's Martha recognizing this is Jesus. This is not just anybody, guys. This is Jesus. They had an understanding of who Jesus is, but we'll get to that later. So she's busy, yeah? She's like, welcome. And remember, Jesus didn't come alone. He's with his people, his disciples. So it's busy and it's festive. It's happy. I can imagine, if you're getting your peeps together, hey, you're like, yeah, but as the lady of the house, you are busy. And then her sister decides, I've gone to sit at Jesus' feet. I've gone to listen to the stories. Okay, Jesus was teaching. But Jesus' teaching was like stories. Okay, for stories. I love Jesus' teaching. He had parables, he had things, and they were so interesting, so interesting. He's always like, there was a certain man. You're like, So there is Mary. I'm sure she's like, what? Mary is down for it. Martha is not having it. Martha is like, Allah, what is happening? Maybe Martha, there's a way we can look. Okay, I don't have a sister, but I have brothers, and I still give my brothers sometimes an eye, because when we are home and maybe I need help, I'm like, hey, there's a eye. I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's this one. There's an eye you can give your people or your friends. If you're somewhere and you need help, there's a way you I don't know which one it is. But anyway, your family peep would know. There's a way even your mother can look at you and you're like, yo, yeah, okay, sawa. So I think Martha tried all those signals to get her sister, but the sister was there looking at Jesus. So the sister was gone. How she was with the parable or the teaching she was. So Martha was like, really? Are you ignoring me, Miss Mary? No, I'm just being. Well, so Martha decides, this is my sister. So she goes to Jesus. Boldness. She goes and she's like, do you not see that I am struggling? I am working by myself, like Jesus? Like, how now? Why? Please, this my sister is sitting just there next to you. And how? Tell her to come and help me. What's up? Martha is so interesting. She didn't want to have beef with her sister. She went to the higher level. The one with all the authority. Very smart, strategic move. But look at what Jesus says. He's like, Martha, my dear, you are so worried and upset over all these details. Now look, here, Mary has discovered something, and it shall not be taken away from her. Point blank, mic drop. I can imagine what Martha, I mean, he was kind. Jesus is always kind, especially to us ladies. He's just a ball. He was just like, listen, no. You're worried about what you're doing, but no, there's something that your sister has discovered. And that which she's discovered, I will not deny her, I will not take it away from her. And I don't know what happened after that, because the Bible doesn't say. It goes on to chapter 11. But I'm praying that Martha decided to sit at the feet of Jesus. I'm praying she just said, oh, okay, let me also sit. Sometimes wisdom is that. Sometimes you need wisdom. You need to, when you hear somebody saying, this thing is not going to be, you put yourself, you also sit. And there's a point to this. The point being, we are so busy. We are busy reading our Bibles. We are busy serving in church. We are busy in our families. We are busy in our jobs. We are busy building our nations. We are busy with, we are busy. Peeps are busy. And it's not bad, but it's not the best. Busyness does not mean productivity, number one. Let's just put that there. You could be very busy doing nothing. But in this case, Martha was busy. She was trying to entertain her guests. She was trying to put out the juice, the what. They needed water, they needed juice, whatever they needed. And that's a good thing. It's good to be a good host. It's important. However, you as the host should actually be with your visitors. You should be with, there's a moment where you have to say, okay, I can't be in the kitchen. I have to come and join and listen to my guests and be there with my guests where they are at. And I think we need to learn that serving God is good, but spending time with God, being in His presence, sitting at His feet, listening to His teaching, having a conversation, that is better, because that pours into us. Jesus was pouring into Mary and she was receiving. Martha was very busy also pouring out, but her pouring out came at, it came with, it came with issues. She wasn't happy. She was like, why is my sister sitting there? She was pouring out, but from a place of, nobody can see my work. Nobody knows how hard this is. Nobody's understanding that I'm alone and my sister is sitting there. It was a pouring out of even neediness. And so I think for me, and I hope, because the revelation that I got, and I really think it's so important for 2025 and beyond, but for 2025, because you guys, if you've not noticed, January is finished. Things are so interesting. Whew, January. And I tell you, after the 20th, it's been quite, we need to get refilled from the source. And the only way we can get refilled from the source is to be with the source. And the source is SOURCE, not SAUCE. But both of them are also good. We need to find time to sit at the Lord's feet, get replenished, get refilled, get rejuvenated, get everything He needs to give us. And then we can go ahead and serve Him and serve others. And I'm telling you, I believe it. If Martha took that and she sat at that feet, at the feet of the Lord, if she did listen, and she said, you know what, I'm not going to bother with all these things. I'm going to listen, and then I'll go back to the kitchen later. By the time she went back to serve, I think she was in a better and happier place, and no beef with her sister. So I think the other thing is, don't have beef with people when they choose to get refilled, when they choose to pray, when they choose to commit time with the Lord. You shouldn't be upset. You yourself should look at it and say, you know what, I also need a refreshing. I also need a refilling. I also need to spend time with my Lord. And I kid you not, it will be the best decision. And guess what? Nobody will take it away. You cannot be denied. You cannot be denied. So I hope that helps, because as I don't know whether I said it, I have Martha tendencies. I really like serving. I really like helping people. I really like, solving issues and all those good things. And they're good. They're very good. However, I've come to realize that it's very important. All those things can be done, and they'll be done even better if I go to this other side and sit at the feet of Jesus and listen to him and learn from him and love on him and let him love on me too. So until next time, I thank you, and I pray honestly that you will like to subscribe to this channel, Rooted Word. Bye.